Well, email is such a big part of our lives, we almost take it for granted.
Yeah, almost now. So when a Tampa woman couldn't access her account, she then realized she had a big problem on her hands, so she tapped out an SOS to our consumer lawyer, Eric Seidel. All right, Eric.
Well, John, keeping up with family, organizing charity events, this woman says her email account was her lifeline. So when it was suddenly cut off, she didn't know what to do. But she did know where to call for help.
It's a healthy walk for a good cause.
You find out that there's very few people on earth that don't have someone either in their family or an acquaintance that hasn't in some way been touched by cancer.
That's why Carol Rayfelt spends her time volunteering for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. As development chair, she sends out a lot of emails. With a few clicks of the mouse, Carol can reach 1,000 people or more.
Oh, it's my lifeline.
But 2 months ago, that lifeline was cut when she found she couldn't sign on to her AOL account.
I thought I was going to go crazy that first day thinking, how can I let these people know? And then I realized I can't because I don't know their email addresses.
So Carol called AOL.
Their excuse was that it was something that was personal and it needed to be handled by regular mail, which I thought was a little unusual for a company that basically is email.
So Carol wrote letter after letter.
Well, I gave up. I had sent 3 letters, still had not received a phone call, no return mail, nothing.
That's when Carol wrote me. AOL tells us there were multiple terms of service violations dealing with spam coming from the user's account, and that they typically issue multiple notices to the user's email as a warning. Carol says she didn't get those and thought her emails were well received. But after our email...
And not only did they call, but they called and apologized and said that they were reopening my account right then, and I had full access to it.
Carol says she'll continue her fundraising efforts for the Cancer Society and back up all her email addresses.
And ever so often just copy them into my Word document so I have a separate place to be able to access them should something happen.
But from now on, she'll give all her recipients the option to unsubscribe.
Thank you so much. You basically have saved my sanity.
And if you're sending out multiple emails about events, even if they're for a charity, well, consider doing what Carol's doing now. It's a good idea to put unsubscribe, a link to that at the bottom of your emails. That lets the receiver opt out, and that way you can avoid violating any agreements with your email provider. Kelly and John?
All right.